Hello, this is Forrest Price coming to you back with our 100 Mondays. We are now on number 4, which is our addiction to video games. All right, we will start with our addiction prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please help me set aside everything I think I know about myself, my disease, these steps, and especially you, for an open mind and new experience with myself and my disease. I know in my heart that only you can restore me to sanity. I humbly ask that you remove all twisted thought and addictive behavior from me this day. Heal my spirit and restore me in a clear mind. I've tried to control the uncontrollable for far too long. I ask that you take this burden from me. I acknowledge that my life is unmanageable. I ask for your care and guidance. Grant me honesty, courage, humility, and serenity to face that which keeps me from you and others. I give this life to you to do with as you will. Amen. All right. Video games, yes, it is an addiction. And like I said in our previous one, an addiction is something that you do every day. You cannot go a day without doing. And video game addiction is becoming very, it's more relevant. And it's not just with kids, it is with adults. And it does have grave consequences by it. And I'll start with some. I will have to apologize because I probably will be reading more on this one. I was gone all day, so I didn't prep, so I can't really, well, I could, but I'd rather it be informative than me just going off the mouth. So the consequences, just we'll start like your physical consequences. You can have ruin your wrist, your neck, your elbow. You get skin blisters. It causes sleep disorder. Long-term addiction could lead to obesity, weakness or numbness in the hands, and even blood clots. Always tell you my story. My story is this. Growing up, we couldn't afford anything, so we didn't really have anything. And what we had, we didn't have many games, and those games pretty much sucked. But we appreciated having them. As even in college, I never played as an adult. I've never consciously bought a system for myself. So I have no video games in my house at all. I don't play. I actually find them boring. And when I see other people playing, I have to ask myself, what are they getting out of it? But I'm sure they are, and I'm not judging anyone who does. And if it gives you pleasure and do it. It's just not me. I would rather spend 8 hours on a golf course, maybe doing something, maybe only 3 of those 8 hours. I would rather do that any day of the week. So we're all different. So that's my story. It is addictive, and it can lead to depression. Excessive gaming can lead to exhaustion, emotional suppression, and a lack of motivation. So, parents, here are the signs. Spouses, here are the signs. Feelings of restlessness and or irritable when unable to play, like a drug. You get irritable, you can't play. Preoccupation with thoughts of previous online activities or anticipation of the next online session, like that drug, waiting on that next fix. Lying to friends or family members regarding the amount of time spent playing. So subconsciously knowing there's a problem and not wanting everyone to know how long you are playing. Isolation from others in order to spend more time gaming. They start to neglect work or school to play video games. They're avoiding activities they used to enjoy. They're skipping meals to focus on gaming. They often are tired because they're not getting enough sleep. More physical problems, carpal tunnel, migraines, and eye strains, fatigue, and just poor personal hygiene. If that is your life and that is all that's important to you, nothing else is going to matter. No, you're not going to eat in between. You're not going to take an hour break to eat. You know, somebody brings you something, you might eat a little as you're going, but you're focused on that. And I'm not going to be one of those who talk bad as far as socially, because actually there's a huge social benefit from gaming. I mean, they have tournaments, people who might not have been as social in high school or school. You can meet tons of people this way and actually have lifelong friends. So the social part, and yes, there probably are some predators on there. So you should always be leery of that. But socially, people who aren't as social can actually interact that way. The problem is when you're addicted to it and it prevents you from other things. So here are some prevention steps. Set time limits to play and stick to them. Keep phones and other gadgets out of the bedroom so you won't play at night. It's much worse playing at night for your eyes than it is during the day. So when you play, try to stick to only playing during the day. And do other activities during the day. Exercise. It'll lower your risk of getting health problems. So I'm not saying don't play just because I don't play, but you need to play responsibly. You can't be on it. If you can't go a day without playing, that's a problem. So please seek help, and parents, please monitor your kids. So I am done. I hope you got something out of it. That is number 4. Next Monday will be number 5, which is going to be on our lack of independence. Yes, our lack of independence. I'll see you next Monday.